Welcome students, I am Amisha Shirodkar Pednekar, Assistant Professor in the Department of Botany at Parvatibai Chogale College of Arts and Science, Margao. Today we will be studying Unit 2, Reproduction of Algae, Sexual Methods, Module 22. Outline: the reproduction of algae is known to happen in three modes: vegetative, asexual and sexual. In today's class, we will be seeing the sexual modes of reproduction. Learning outcomes: after successful completion of this lecture, you will be able to identify and describe the different modes of sexual reproduction in algae. Introduction: there are three different modes of reproduction known in algae: vegetative, asexual and sexual. Sexual reproduction: sexual reproduction takes place by the fusion of gametes of different sexuality. These gametes are formed in special structures called as gametangia, and these gametes are usually haploid in nature and they fuse to give rise to a diploid zygote. Sexual reproduction types: based on the morphology and the physiology of these gametes, sexual reproduction may be divided into different types as follows: 1. Isogamy. 2. Heterogamy. Under heterogamy, there are two different types, anisogamy and oogamy. The third type is aplanogamy, also referred to as conjugation. First, isogamy. In this case, the gametes are morphologically similar. However, they are physiologically dissimilar, and this physiological difference is often denoted with a plus and a minus sign. The common examples of isogamy are Chlamydomonas moesi, Ulothrix, Spirogyra, Zygnema, etc. This is a diagrammatic example of isogamy. The first example is of Chlamydomonas, where it is very evident that the two gametes are morphologically similar. The second example, Ectocarpus, also shows that the gametes are morphologically similar. However, the female gamete is a little passive or less active here, and what is seen in the picture is clumping in Ectocarpus, where all the male gametes cluster around a single female gamete. Next is heterogamy. We all know the word hetero means different. So, in heterogamy, the gametes are morphologically as well as physiologically different. The first type of heterogamy, that is anisogamy, the gametes are morphologically different and physiologically different, and they are formed in different gametangia. Here the male gametes, also known as microgametes, are smaller in size, they are very active and they are formed in large numbers. The macrogametes or the female gametes are larger in size, little less active and are produced in smaller numbers. Common examples here are Chlamydomonas browni and Enteromorpha. The picture here is of Enteromorpha, where the morphological difference of the gametes is very evident. Next type of heterogamy is oogamy. Oogamy is believed to be the most advanced type of sexual reproduction. In this case, there are male gametes, that is the microgametes, which are formed in special structures called as antheridia, and the female gametes are formed in special structures called as oogonia. During fertilization, the male gametes or the antherozoids move out from the antheridia and reach the oogonia and fertilize the egg, and thus forms the diploid zygote. Common examples are Chlamydomonas crucifera and Cara. The example Cara, which exhibits advanced oogamy. Here the reproductive structures are called as the antheridia and the oogonia. There is a male fructification known as globule, which is globular in nature as seen in the picture, and there is the female fructification, which is the nucule, which is little oblong in nature. At the time of fertilization, the motile antherozoids swim up to the oogonium and fuse with the ovum and then form the zygote. The zygote then forms a thick wall around it and becomes the oospore. The fourth type is aplanogamy or conjugation. This implies to the fusion of non-flagellate amoeboid gametes. Such non-flagellate amoeboid gametes are referred to as aplanogametes. These gametes also are morphologically similar, however physiologically dissimilar. This is common in the order Conjugales, like the algae Spirogyra. In freshwater algae, sexual reproduction is the best means of perennation because it is followed by the formation of an oospore which is thick walled. So, what happens here is the zygote develops a thick wall around itself. This thick wall is usually 3 layered. Once it forms the thick wall, then it undergoes a resting period. Once the resting period is over, the zygote prior to the germination undergoes meiotic division, and after meiotic division it forms 4 nuclei. Of the 4 nuclei formed, 3 nuclei undergo disintegration and only one survives. The one that survives can germinate into a new haploid plant. Example Spirogyra. Here the conjugation of the non-flagellated gametes is seen via a conjugation bridge which is formed. Parthenogenesis. In some rare cases, like in Spirogyra, some species called as Spirogyra mirabilis, it is seen that the gametes fail to fuse. Now, once they fail to fuse, they round up and they form a wall around themselves. Once they do this, they then start behaving like spores. Such spores are called as parthenospores or zygospores. These parthenospores can then germinate to give rise to a new plant. Conditions for sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction usually takes place after considerable amount of food reserves have been accumulated. Also, the climax of the vegetative activity should be over. Bright light is a major factor for the production of gametes in algae. Suitable pH is required for sexual reproduction to occur in algae. An optimum temperature is also necessary for sexual reproduction to occur in algae. Here are my references. Thank you.